At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Pahrump Nugget, Progressive Cash Drawings, Mystery Point Multipliers, Mystery Gift Days, Extra Cash for 4 of a kinds, Bingo, Bowling, Football, and Food Specials. Looking for constant action? Look no further. Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners. News is brought to you in part by One Nevada Credit Union, where right now you can refinance your auto loan with rates as low as 2.98% and no payments for 90 days for qualified members. Call us today for details. News 46 is also brought to you by the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. When it comes to sensitive matters like bankruptcy, take a breath of fresh air by calling an experienced and compassionate attorney at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. When you need the best dermatology care in Pahrump, call Pahrump Dermatology and Skin Cancer. 775-727-9800. News is also brought to you by Capriati Sandwich Shop, located in the Pahrump Nugget Casino. Call us at 775-751-3354 to order ahead. News is also brought to you by Hope Counseling Services, where we specialize in behavioral health, inspiring hope for a brighter tomorrow. Call 775-727-0101 for more information.
Suspected drunk driver crashes his car through a brick wall. An update on the construction of the St. Therese Mission, and Southwest Medical celebrates its 1-year anniversary. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Doug Brindle and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, June 19th, 2012. I'm Rhonda Van Winkle. Doug has the night off. And a driver of a van was airlifted this afternoon after crashing his vehicle through more than one fence and a brick wall off of Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Mance Road.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
A single vehicle accident occurred this afternoon. It began on Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Mann Street and ended up in the backyard of a home on Casey Street. Apparently, the driver and only occupant of this van traveled southeast through the stop sign at Pahrump Valley Boulevard, through a field and farm fencing, through another area of farm fencing, crashing into the backyard of this home, which had a brick wall and rebar through the brick wall. The driver sustained major injuries in this accident. Coincidentally, the homeowner was actually doing brickwork on the home in a different area when this accident occurred. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene. They had to extricate the driver from the vehicle. Nye County Sheriff's Detective Michael Eisenloffel also arrived on scene. He found several items of alcohol inside the car. This man was transported to Calvada's helipad, where Mercy Air 21 met the medics. He was transported via Mercy Air to UMC Trauma Center in Las Vegas, where Metro Police were able to meet the helicopter to facilitate a blood draw on this individual. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Sunday night, one woman sustained injuries when a vehicle apparently slammed into the back of her SUV while she was stopped on Highway 160, waiting to make a left turn to head westbound on Bella Vista.
A two-vehicle accident here at 160 and Bella Vista last night prompted Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies to the scene, as well as Nevada Highway Patrol. It appears that one vehicle, the gray sedan, rear-ended the red SUV at the intersection when the red SUV was attempting to make a left-hand turn onto westbound Bella Vista. The female inside the red SUV was transported here locally to Desert View Hospital. Traffic was blocked in all directions while the investigation was being conducted. Nevada Highway Patrol is conducting the investigation. This is Deanne O'Donnell on Highway 160 in Bella Vista for News 46.
And we'll have more local news right after this break. Please stay with us.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Children's Dentistry of Pahrump, specializing in sedation dentistry, now accepting adult patients. Call now for free IV sedation with dental implant, 751-2184.
Welcome back to News 46. The St. Therese Mission has a non-denominational chapel, cemetery, and St. Therese Shrine, which is all under construction on 17 acres located near the Old Spanish Road off Highway 160 and the Tecopa Turnoff. The construction company, Magnificent Ventures Corporation, are builders of shrines and churches. St. Therese of Lisieux is a patron saint of flowers, aviators, missions, and lost parents.
Yes, so far we've had 3 buildings up, and we're actually beginning the chapel construction too. Site works have been coming along. We have a lot of underground work done, and we're looking forward to opening by August, September, and the chapel will be up by November.
We're just right over the Nevada border right here in California off of the Tecopa Turnoff. What is the St. Therese Mission?
St. Therese Mission actually started as a project in the Philippines. It's a columbarium within a chapel or a parish, and they've started that here in in California, having columbariums, having niches for and urns, as well as supporting facilities, a north restroom, storage areas, the chapel, and beginning on phase 2, which we hope by next year we'll have the restaurants, information building, as well as the priest quarters and other additional facilities, congregational assembly facilities.
This is going to be a location where the general public can come, like you said, for congregations, for conventions, tours, a visitor center?
Yes. Initially it's supposed to be Catholic, but it's open to everybody. The owner is looking to having get-togethers. You can just enter the chapel. Anybody can enter. The restaurant is open to everybody. May you be Catholic, non-denomination. We can eventually have weddings and basically rent the area or use the facilities the way you want it.
This is going to be a beautiful facility. When are we looking forward to the full completion of this?
Full completion, phase 1, which includes the columbarium, first columbarium, north restroom, the chapel. We're looking to finish that by November, and we should be open to the public by then.
Are we selling some of the columbarium locations right now at this point?
Right now we have the first interior columbarium is being sold, as well as 68 units of these garden columbariums. Those are currently being sold, and if you do need to get in touch with the salespeople, you can either go to our website, sttheresemission.com. Also, we do have updates, and that can be at sttheresemission.blogspot.com. Everything is on our website.
This is a very energy efficient facility.
Yes, it is. We are going for LEED Platinum on this project, meaning it's supposed to be green. We're looking high value insulation in all the buildings. We're looking at solar panels, water efficiency, energy efficient lighting, energy efficient HVAC system. All our materials have to be, or at least need recycled content on them. So it's supposed to be a green facility and very low carbon footprint consumption.
And we'll have more regarding the St. Therese mission on tomorrow night's newscast. Well, the U.S. Bureau of Land Management is looking for volunteers to monitor the health of the rangeland that hosts herds of wild horses in northeast California and northwest Nevada. The project, which will run 2 to 3 months this summer, involves developing landscape descriptions and taking photographs in the Twin Peaks area, northeast of Susanville, and the Nut Mountain and High Rock areas east of Cedarville. For more information, go to volunteer.gov. And right next to the St. Therese mission is the Hidden Hills Solar Project. The Hidden Hills Solar Electrical Generating System will be located on approximately 3,277 acres on 5.12 square miles of privately owned land in Inyo County, California, adjacent to the Nevada border. The project site is approximately 18 miles south of Pahrump, Nevada. The solar project will consist of 2 solar fields and associated facilities. Each solar plant will generate 270 megawatts for a total of net output of 500 megawatts to be sold to California customers. A meeting regarding the proposed power plant was held recently at the Pahrump County Library.
Sure. Well, we're going through the planning process and the permitting process. It's a 500 megawatt solar energy project that we're planning for the Charleston View area, specifically on the Wiley Trust lands located in California. So we're going through the California Energy Commission process. In addition, we're working with the Valley Electric Association and their permitting process for the transmission corridor. So we're moving through the process.
How close is this to Pahrump?
Sure. It's roughly 11 miles as the crow flies from the project, and roughly a little over 20 miles by driving. If you take SR 160 towards Las Vegas, then take Tacoma Road, Old Spanish Trail Highway, from that point towards just across the California border, it's a little over 20 miles.
And how much land is this going to encompass?
Sure. The project acreage is just under 3,200 acres of land. With that, there's 180 acres of temporary disturbance that'll be restored once the construction's complete. So the total acreage is around between 3,100 and 3,000 acres.
Valley Electric's going to have electricity ran out there or be taking electricity from there? They're going to have a construction project?
The plan is still, there's alternatives that are being analyzed by Valley Electric, but we plan to work with Valley Electric to deliver the power from this plant to our client in California. So we plan to use the system, but Valley Electric isn't a customer of ours. They're helping facilitate getting the power to the California markets.
So this won't be used at all for this area?
That's correct. The power itself, our clients were purchased the power several years ago, and it's Pacific Gas and Electric is planned to be the off-taker for the power under this plant.
Will we be having any job opportunities?
Yeah, the job opportunities will ultimately be decided by what we call our EPC contractor, engineer, procure, construct contractor. When we go to bid for the project and select our contractor, they'll be making the decisions regarding labor and where the labor comes from. We feel that there's a good opportunity for jobs to come from this market during construction and during operation, both. But to what level and to what degree and how that will exactly work out is still under consideration. Probably in the 6 to 12 month time frame, we'll have a better feel for how that might have a positive impact.
Generally, when a solar plant's under construction, there's a lot of workers, and how many do you think it's going to take to actually run the plant after it's constructed?
Sure. We're estimating between 100 and 120 full-time operational employees, which we consider to be family wage jobs. They're well-paying jobs, and so in the 100 to 120 range.
When do we look like we're going to be starting construction on this?
It's highly flexible. It depends on the permitting process. Obviously, it depends on when our EPC contractor and we're ready to go to construction on the project. But it's looking like we're hopeful that we can be under construction next year. But a lot of factors play into that.
For completion?
Completion would be roughly 29 months after we start construction. So we're thinking around 2.5 years from the time we start. So the completion could range anywhere from 2014 to 2015.
And for accuracy, that meeting was held at the Pahrump Community Library. We'll have more after this break. Please stay with us.